Good day, good friends. Bobo C. Beers here with some more Black-White Martyr Proc. This hand is interesting in the sense that if we get access to the other color of mana, white or black, we have everything we need to go off. So I'm going to keep it simply because in most situations we'll be able to find that mana in time to need it. Absolute worst case scenario, if we have to Ghost Quarter that Godless Shrine to go get a white source, we can do that to play the Orzhov Charm, but that's very rarely necessary. Opponent starts with a basic mountain, so this hand becomes a lot the more base, and we get the mana we need, which is perfect. So basic mountain tells me that keeping a hand with Martyr is making sure we get that Martyr is very strong. Opponent plays a Windswept Teeth and then doesn't cast that either. Very interesting so far. We're getting exactly what we need on this side, so unless they go off with some turn 3 combo here, which I don't know any deck that plays Windswept Heath and basic mountains and can go off with nothing on board, but if it happens, it happens. If not, we are pretty well positioned here. They do bolt our Martyr, so we'll activate it right away. And then next turn, I think we blow up whatever land they fetch with that Windswept Heath and cast Serra. Unless we draw a Plains, then I think the plan might be to play the Serra and then hold up the mana for Orzhov Charm. Opponent gets Stomping Ground and plays another Windswept Heath for a basic forest. And Magus. That hurts us pretty severely, actually. That's pretty bad for us. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can we top deck a basic Plains now becomes the goal. So, can't do anything until we do. That is unfortunate. We know to play around it now, though, I guess. They get their Clothis. Once we draw basic Plains, we're good to go. And we're just going to draw other mana sources. Feels awful. And what's unfortunate about that is there was really no way to play around that. Like, I'm not going to not play Martyr to hold up to try to stop a random Magus. And now we just kind of get beat up on. And we have to kill Magus twice to get lands. Really unfortunate for us here. But it is what it is. It's a game 1 loss. The only thing that can happen... I guess we could also draw Ballista. That's fair. Ballista would help us kill the Magus 2 turns from now, but we might be dead by then. Now we would have to kill 3 Magus. So we'll be dead by then. Let's see. Yep. It happens. Really can't get salty about it because we know there's a lot we can do in spite of that. So we'll bring in Celestial Purge. I will bring in that Winds of Abandon as well. Sorcerous Spyglass is a card. Could be good here. If they have, Chandras and that sort of thing, which these decks often do. But this one seems a lot more creature-focused. And if it has Bloodbraid, I don't know if it has Chandra as kind of a payoff card. Then again, I'm not really sure. So we will see. I'm going to keep Weathered Wayfarer in. I'm going to keep Kami in. Sorin seems a little weak here, if I'm being honest. Sorin seems actually really weak here. So I'm going to cut the Sorins and just kind of have a tempo deck. Sorin gets progressively worse with how many lightning bolts they can cast. So we have access to our basic mana. We have a Celestial Purge to kill the Magus. We don't have any action, but I do like this hand. This hand is pretty solid. All we have to do is fetch our basics. Utopia Sprawl for our opponent. Let's go get a basic. Do I want to get the Swamp now? Yeah, let's get the Swamp now. Since I have the white sources. Actually, we're going to lose now. They're going to go turn 3 Magus and we're going to lose. I just saw that. If they go turn 3 Magus here, we're just dead. And there's no reason for them to not go turn 3 Magus. That's a pretty brutal misplay on our part. Pillage. I'll take Pillage works a lot better for us than turn 3 Magus. They target our Mistveil Plains. And we get a Ghost Quarter. So we'll rinse and repeat here. And we kind of just have to hope for the best. Hopefully they don't hit that Magus before we can play our Ghost Quarter, because our Ghost Quarter goes and gets us that basic Plains we need to outdo the Magus. Utopia Sprawl. They're spreading their Utopia Sprawls around, which is very clever. Into a Bloodbraid Elf, which finds the Magus. Womp, womp, womp. Let's see how long we can last. And they find another Magus, so that's going to kill us. We're going to concede to that.